continuously teaching about chapter number 2, which is how to purify the mind. Because without purifying the mind, so we cannot achieve, cannot realize our nature of the mind. And so therefore, from a Buddhist perspective, very important disciplining your mind and training mind is very important, because we believe that if you train your mind, if you discipline your mind, eventually we can change our mind. So, because the mind nature is not polluted. Its nature is always clear, lucid and luminosity, and because of our daily negative afflictive emotions and negative energy which polluted our mind, and we are unable to see the quality of our mind. So therefore, from Buddhist perspective, we have two types of, we distinguish the mind and body. So for example, like your body and your mind. And so your body is, it comes from, given by your parent, but main cause of your body is not your parent. And your body and mind are different phenomena. And by distinguishing these two, so we will prove past and future life. Because so maybe I will give you one example, like from Buddhist viewpoint, we have two types of wisdom, which is number one is we call innate wisdom, and number two is we call the wisdom come through your study and effort. And when we talk about innate wisdom, so then this is the, we believe coming from the past life, not this life. So because of your past life, and we believe, and there's expression in Tibetan, if we used to say in Tibetan, if you are going to die tomorrow, you have to study today, because this will dispel the ignorance, and this will dispel the ignorance and clear the ignorance, and you plant the knowledge in the mind. This is why, you can see some people learn very fast. Some people very fast learning, fast, very easy. And because these people have very rich karmic seed, good qualities. Some people don't have this kind of things. So these are, we are talking about innate wisdom is coming from the previous life. And now when we talk about the physical, your physical body in this present life is, we believe the primary cause of your present body is previous karma, and the secondary cause is given by your parent. So, this is what we believe, that the main cause of your this life, physical body, is coming from your good karma in the past life, but the secondary cause is given by the parent. So therefore, that your physical body is we call the, when we study about the twin links of interdependent origination, so second link is we call the karmic karmic formation, which is like, for example, like, potter, and you can give also example of the painter, painting, different paint. Potter can make different pots. And so your body is the result of this. We call the result karma. So, which is like, for example, like, which is like, grain. You have harvest the grain and you can store grain into the storage, right? And when you fertilizing and you plant the grain and you need other cooperative causes, sunlight, fertilizing, it will grow, right? So first you need grain. So your main cause of your physical body is previous karmic seed, which is like, you have grain and you harvest the grain and you put in the storage. So whatever we do in our daily life, actions of the body, actions of the speech, mind, we store it, like we store grain to the storage. So when you bring this grain, right, and then you need to plant, right? So you need fertilizing, sunlight, cooperative causes, and then you will get a sprout. So similarly, this is what we are talking about. That when we talk about body and mind, it's a different phenomenon. So understanding mind will prove there is past and there is future. And so this is very important. And then here is again, this Indian master Nagarjuna said in his text, it's called the Precious Garden. He said, suffering even for a short time is difficult to bear. So there's no need to talk about long-term suffering. If you have no suffering and are happy, what is the problem if it lasts a long time? Then Nagarjuna said, they have no physical pain, physical suffering. They have no mental pain. Out of compassion for the world's misery, compassion for other sentient beings, they remain as long as necessary. Therefore, saying, like us, Buddha is far away, does not discourage those who are wise. We should always make it an effort to eliminate fault and obtain good qualities. So it means that due to ignorance, because of fundamental ignorance, so we study a little bit here, a little bit there, and we mix together. And then when we talk about, our goal, that there's like, from Buddhist perspective, enlightenment, it will take a long time to achieve enlightenment, In order to achieve enlightenment, we need to accumulate the merit, which is merit, wisdom and merit, collection of the wisdom. We need huge amount of merit, and this will take a long time, and therefore, maybe we discourage us, it's too far, Buddha is too far, and it will take a long time to achieve that goal. But what Nagarjuna is pointing here is, if we have a perfect understanding of the skill, if we have skill, perfect understanding of the qualities of your goal, and then it will come, So you are not concerned about time. It means if you have practiced universal compassion, every other people, So when we're not talking about your own faults, but he's talking about fault of every other being. And then you realize all these people are suffering because of this fault of negative or the afflictive emotions. And then you check yourself is exactly same, And then you're looking from these great masters that's different, They have no pain, no suffering because they are like us exactly same, but they practice and they put the effort, and then they are first like us, and then they practice and discipline and not discourages, but looking from the wider perspective and sacrificing for long-term your interest, so they become enlightenment. So we are, Nagarjuna says we should follow, those good human beings, good master, like Shantideva, and how they practice and how they sacrifice for their long-term interest. So therefore, it is very important. We have two important things, isn't it? So number one is we need very special training from meditation practice. This is very important. And number two, we should not separate meditation practice and postpone meditation practice. These two are very important to discipline our mind. Special meditation training, which means that special meditation, it means to discipline our mind, isn't it? So special meditation training means we need, in order to practice meditation, we need some key point, which is mindfulness, watchfulness, key point. So your daily activities, and if you are mindful, which is the key point, training your meditation practice. Be mindful, be mindful, what's going inside the mind. Often check your mind, often check your speech, check your daily mental attitude. And if you are, by checking, if you realize your mind is going the wrong direction and not going to the right direction, then what you have to do is you have to bring back your mind and with the discipline, So for example, like if your mind is going to negative, right, this will pollute your mind. So therefore what you have to do is make your mind more positive, right? More positive, and try to build more positive and good energy. And therefore special training means we should, your mindful is key factor, right? And if you are mindful, then everything is meditation, It's not like meditation is not like sitting, sitting. If you are believing meditation is sitting, just sit there. That's not all. We are not talking. Meditation can be, if you are mindful, everything is meditation. So when you go to work, when you walk, when you talk, whatever you've done with the good motivation, then everything is meditation. So if everything is meditation, then you are accumulating merit all the time. So special training, which means be mindful. Be mindful means mindful with not ordinary mind. Ordinary mind is comes and goes. Very not stable. So be mindful with your daily, natural state of mind. Be mindful with your daily self-knowing mind. Mind, we're not talking about your daily ordinary mind, Ordinary mind is ordinary mind is not that stable, changing, So be mindful with, even you're involving with daily activities, if you remind your daily natural state of mind, whatever you do, reminding natural state of mind, talking, walking, if you remind that self-knowing natural state of mind, then that's the point we are talking about, special training of the meditation practice. Now, in order to do this, remember, so when we talk about meditation and postponed meditation, usually people distinguish. This is meditation practice. Now I finish my meditation. This is the post-meditation practice. Right? So it means we should not separate meditation and post-meditation practice. These two are very important. It is difficult, right? So therefore, in order to not separate meditation and the post-meditation practice, it's not easy, right? So when you, for example, if everyone is working in the West, so you do meditation morning and you go to the work. So it's kind of like meditation is recharging your mind, making your mind more stronger, more flexible, recharge your mind. And then when you go to work, it's post-meditation period. So during that period is the more difficult we lose. If you are not mindful about this natural state of mind, then your mind will turn into ordinary mind. Or you can have conceptual thinking. So therefore, that means we should not separate meditations and post-meditation practice. In order to do this, we need three important things. Refresh your mind, freshness, refresh your mind. Make your mind more calm and unbound mind. Refresh your mind. So when we talk about the refreshing your mind, means completely relaxing your body and mind, completely. And your speech, do not force your breathing, do not force your breathing. And refreshing, so the refreshing means completely refreshing your body and mind. You are not pushing you, just natural, and then calming your mind, making your mind calm, peacefulness, and unbound, which means not rejecting, not accepting, but all your sixth sensory consciousness is impressioned by this natural state of mind. Seeing, hearing, smelling, what all these six senses, it is dominant by this natural state of mind. This is unbound. Refresh, calm mind, and unbound. Refresh your body, completely relax. Do not push your breath. Speech, do not force your breathing. And the mind, do not remain natural. Unbound means not rejecting, not accepting, not putting any effort. And number two, then you extend your mindfulness. Right? And number 3, steady your attention. Attention. Right? And number 4, then brighten your awareness. Brighten, make brighten, brighten your awareness. And number 5th is thought free. No, try to be thought free. So that means number 1 is elevate your experience during meditation time, right? Elevate your experience. You should remain like wide open sky. Experience. You not narrow mind. Experience means you should remain your mind like wide open sky. When we look in the sky, there's no limitation, right? Limitless. So if during meditation time, right, we should not conform our mind. When you conform your mind, right, I'm meditating, then you are conforming your mind. During meditation period, if you say I'm meditating, then you conform your mind, right, to the meditation body maybe. I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling happy. It means we should not conform our mind. During meditation, we should wide open like sky, wide open. There's no obstacles during meditation period. Extend your mindfulness. Mindfulness is very important, isn't it? Be mindful, right? So when you are meditating, you may have meditation object. So you have to remember object again and again. But your meditation, So your mind is subject and object there, right? So you, the meditator, what are you focusing is your meditation object. So you have to remember meditation object clearly, right? What it means, why am I meditating? What purpose? Why am I meditating? What is purpose of meditation? So all these informations, and then you focus on the meditation object. Just like, you have to remember meditation object again and again. Just like, hungry people remember the food. Just like thirsty people remember the, water, If you're thirsty, you remember the water. Right? If you're hungry, you remember the food. So similarly, because you're very hungry about meditation, right? If you're hungry about meditation, then you have to remember meditation object, again and again. So mindful, right? So it means extend your mindful. Your mind remain just kind of like very pervasive, like earth, base of everything, earth, very pervasive, not you are mindful, pervasive, not narrow, just like earth. So there's plenty space there, You're looking, here, there, because if something, you look on this side, if you're not looking that side, what happened. So you're looking all the directions, like earth. And then steady your attention, So your attention is very important meditation practice. Attention is very, very important, isn't it? Attention is kind of like when you are meditating, what is the next? What is the next? Just like, people in the circus going on the road, they have all kind of in the mind. After this, people who are carrying on, walking on the circus, they have very good attention. After this. So you have meditation plan after this. So you need very steady steady attention. Your attention remain like remain like unshakable mountain, like your attention, unshakable mountain even. And brighten your awareness. If you are not bright, then what happens is the meditation time, dullness. Dullness is kind of like foggy mind, So if you're bright and dispel the darkness, right? So the brighten your awareness, and just like shining flame, shining flame. When the flame is shining, very bright, and so it's not darkness constantly, So similarly, your awareness should be like that. And then during meditation time, no thought free, You could wake that thought free, which is like lucid, like crystal. Thought free, like your mind should be like crystal, even crystal. Crystal clear and self-knowing. So when we have all these kind of like mindfulness, attention, then next is what we call the unobscured, unremoving and unchanging, will come back. Unobscured means like sky free with cloud, like it means that your mind remain intangible openness. It's kind of like unobstacle means just like sky free from the cloud. It's a blue sky, right? When there is no cloud, sky is very blue, everything is very clear. So your mind should remain like untangible openness, like sky. Unmoving, unmoving means is remaining. Good example like ocean without waves. This ocean without constantly waves comes, rough ocean. It's kind of like our daily thoughts. They are just like these big waves. We are unable to see the ocean very clearly. So the ocean with free waves completely calm and clear, unmoving, completely no distracted during meditation period. And unchanging, is kind of like, when lamp not disturbed by the wind. When the lamp is not disturbed by the wind, it's utterly clear and lucid. So it's similar. This is what we are talking about. Meditation. During meditation period, right? We need all this. You meditate this, right? So when we postpone meditation, then this is very difficult, challenging for us. When you meditating something like this and then postpone meditation, then constantly very important to remind your mind during when you're working or when you're talking, when you're working involving with other people, then it's difficult. So what you have to do is remind this. Your meditation. Meditation is kind of like recharging your energy, right? So recharging your mind, refreshing your mind. So when you refresh your mind, then after finish meditation, you have to sustain this sustain your mind perfectly with this meditation practice. If you do not sustain, then your mind will remain an ordinary mind, or conceptual thoughts, will destroy your meditation practice. So therefore, so when we talk about meditation, so these are very important. So number one is we should not special training means mindful, be mindful, remind your natural state of mind, and then do not separate meditation and post-meditation practice. We need to practice. We first refresh your body and mind, and do not force your speech with the breathing, and your mind remain natural state. And unbound means do not reject, do not accept, but all this sixth sensory consciousness is influenced by this natural state of meditation practice. So when we do something like this, then is kind of like purifying your mind. So chapter number 2 is about purification. So here is we go to the text now. Today is next is the giving of your own body. So this is the text Shantideva said. Eternally shall I offer all my bodies to the conquered and their children. Please accept me, you supreme heroes. Respectfully shall I be your subject. So this is the now commentary here. Commentary is that the next section of the text is meant to be say, but I do have body that I could offer you, and so I do have the right to my own body, and hereby give up forever and in every way any concept of it belonging to myself. I offer it instead to the victors, Buddhas, and to their sons with the Bodhisattvas and daughters. I beg these supreme warriors to accept me. My body is totally, I'm impelled by my faith and reverence for you to offer myself as your subject, and I will do whatever you committed me to do. So that means Shantideva was saying he's offering his body, to do good things, right? He's not saying, body. He's offering body to the Buddha, Bodhisattvas, and I dedicate, and I'm your subject, and I will not commit any bad, but I will follow you, Buddha and Bodhisattvas, and following your path, and I will dedicate my body in order to benefit other sentient beings. Now so this. Then the next is this one. By being completely under your care, I shall benefit all wish, with no fears of the conditioned existence. I shall perfectly transcend my previous transgression, and in the future shall commit no more. So that means, now here the text means And what will I do once I have offered my body to you? What will I do? What is my job? What is the purpose? Because you have taken me into your care, so like Buddhas, because Buddhas give teaching, and different 84,000 teachings, right? So these are just like, for me, it's just like medicine, because Buddha's teaching is just like medicine for me, and I have reached a kind of protection, So this will protect my mind, So when I receive teachings and I think and I contemplate and meditate, I'm able to purify my mind, and therefore protection, I have no fear, because all my mind is purified. We have fear because mind is polluted, right? Because mind is polluted. As I mentioned before, nature of the mind is clear and advantages are temporary. For example, like all these afflictive emotions, that they are temporary, comes and go, right? Anger comes and go. It's not 24 hours, right? Jealousy comes and go. All these negative minds are not nature in the mind. They are temporary. They are just like water, where water nature is clear, right? It's clear forever, right? So when we polluted the water, people said water polluted. You put the mud in the water, water polluted. But water nature is never ever polluted, right? Its nature is completely pure, right? So similarly, our mind nature is never ever polluted, It is always clear. But because of all these negative and seed of negative, habituation of the negative, all these conditions make us unable to see this clean nature of mind, isn't it? So therefore protection. So protection means that I am free of all fear, and because I no longer need to concern myself with the fear of cycle of existence, because I have finally free of every fear, I can be benefit all living beings. I will transcend totally all the energy of any bad deeds which I accumulated in the past, and from this point on I will never commit any new bad deed, even should it cost me my life. Now next is, are you guys boring? Oh, good. Two very sweetly scented bathing chamber with brilliantly sparkling crystal floors and exquisite pillar blazed with gems, with canopies above aglow with pearls. So this is the text. Now this is the commentary. There are two major divisions to third point, right? The offering of things which you emanate with your own thought. So you're offering your mental, you're offering all the no honor, creating, you visualizing and offering all these things. And so these have, first of them we have 12 parts of its own. Number one is offering of bathing. Number two is lovely clothing. Number one is the bathing chamber, the way in which to offer the bathing and how to wipe dry the holy body. 3. So the number one is offering of bathing. Number one is Chemba. So there is here. I beseech the Tathagata and their children to come and bath their bodies, for many jewels, vases filled with waters, scented and enticing to the accompaniment of music and song. Now here is the commentary. Here is the offering of the bathing. Where does one perform this offering? In a great, bathing chamber, strand with sandalwood and other sand, so that it is filled with fine fragrance. The floor of the chamber is made of crystal. It is perfectly clear, it sparkles with the light. Entire surface of the room is clean, for it has been cleaned and shined perfectly. The chamber has lovely pillars, rafters and details. They glow with the light of precious jewels. Stretched above it all is great canopy, studded with fine pearls and radiant light of their own. So this is the offering. Lost now. Too many there. Okay, where does one perform in general? Sorry, this one. We have the offering bathing core, 3 subject number, bathing chamber. So this one is bathing chamber. That's one, the way which to offer the bathing, and then how to wipe, try to the holy body, right? Maybe I'll leave there some questions. Yeah. Any questions?
I didn't bring my book tonight, but I have read the chapter, and it seems to be like a lot of detail of offering.
Yeah, offering lots of chapter number 2 is all offering,
Yeah.
So, different types of offering, so incense, so light, food, all these tradition coming from India. So like we offering bowls. These are Indian tradition, So when Buddha first came to India, so people first offer water to clean the mouth, and then they offer clean the feet, and then offer flowers, like this, with the very humble, and then offer food, incense, perfume, scented water, and then music. All offering have different benefit. When you offer incense, different benefit. Light offering. So chapter number 2 is all about offering, because offering is the best way to ask to accumulate merit, right? So with good motivation, right? All depends on motivation, isn't it? Everything depends on motivation. If you offer, $1 with the sincere motivation, great merit. Maybe if you offer $100 with kind of like expectation, it's good but not much effective. Everything depends on motivation. Remember, there are 2 activities: motivations and dedications. And whatever we do, we all must have these 2 activities: beginning motivation, set of motivation, at the end, then you dedicate this to good purpose. Good purpose. So that